The fact that this game allows you to skip chapter selects just destroys the narrative of the overall game. Yeah, sure it is, Telltale. This whole series is set in the comic book universe, not the TV show universe. Yet this highway looks very different from how it looks in the comics. Thanks for trying to hold my hand, game. I really appreciate it.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just witnessed history. This is the very first time a choice-based game ever install restricted me. Clearly this cop has never heard of the phrase eyes on the road, otherwise this wouldn't have happened. First person point of view of critical plot moments.
Officer?
Jump scare. This hilarious glitch.
What happened? 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 I'm not an intruder.
Actually, you are an intruder, Lee.
Jesus.
How are you just gonna slip on a puddle of blood that you just looked at? The zombie apocalypse just started a couple hours ago, and Clementine's parents already got into some deep hot water.
Daddy?
Oh hell nah, we're not doing this today. Skip!
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Great job, Clem. Just give out your name to a random stranger whom you just met. I know Clem is a little girl, and kids can be dumb, but later on in the game, she will prove that she's a smart cookie. So much so that she should know to never give out your personal information to a random intruder that just broke into your house. You might as well give them your social security number while you're at it.
Where are you?
I'm outside in my treehouse.
Another thing you should never do is give away your position to a stranger that just broke into your house. This walker comes out of the blue because it was nowhere to be found earlier. A fall like that would break your neck, meaning Lee should be dead. Button mashing. Lee's leg got injured due to a car accident, yet he's still able to push a car.
Those guys? Not good Samaritans.
Thanks for the input, Captain Obvious.
You and your daughter are welcome to rest there when we're done here.
We already established that Clem is not Lee's daughter.
Oh, not his daughter. He's a good Samaritan.
It smells like...
Shit.
That was a swear.
You cannot be serious right now. In the zombie apocalypse, someone swearing should be the last thing you should ever be concerned about.
Dad, we're in the middle of a fence. There's a tractor and everything.
Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
The girl is named after a fruit. Her mom must have just seen a doctor eat a clementine while she was in labor, then decided to name her that.
Clementine was just telling me about first grade.
No, she wasn't. You haven't said a thing when we walked over here. Wait, Clem is 8 years old and she's still in the first grade? She should be in the 3rd grade by now.
We're a tough family, Lee. Ain't nothing gonna faze us.
Yeah, until the script for episode 3 says otherwise.
How about yours? How's your family?
What the hell happened to the cutting board sound? How did Duck nor Sean not notice the walkers moving towards the farm? They're walkers. It's not like they could have ambushed y'all.
And you didn't even try to help.
Did you seriously expect Lee to save a grown-ass man over a little kid? How did Duck not get bitten? Carly Ex Machina.
Son of a bitch. One of them is bitten.
Just because he has walker blood all over him doesn't mean he is bitten. Saving the hero in the nick of time cliche.
The keys are on that zombie out on the street.
Did we just say the word zombie? Well, why can't everyone just say the word zombie from now on? It's obvious that's what they are.
We can't just leave her.
Damn right we can't.
You guys are suicidal over a girl.
Carly will be great at video game sims. There is no way that whistle only attracted one walker. Why would you just let go of the ice pick after stabbing a zombie with it? You see how good Lee is swinging his axe now? Just remember this scene for later on when Lee struggles to kill his brother as a zombie.
You have a boyfriend?
When?
So, yeah, no, I'm having a hard time believing that 4 people is enough to make an entire porch collapse. This woman will still shoot herself in the head regardless of whether or not you decided to give her the gun, meaning that difficult choice you had to make really didn't matter. The fact that Lee struggles to kill his brother as a zombie, even though he was swinging that axe pretty well earlier, still gets me, so I'm sitting it a second time.
Oh no.
The alarm that set off to attract the zombies cliche.
And Lee, I better take that axe in case I run into any of them on the way to my truck.
Yeah, cause I'm not gonna need that axe when the walkers break through and kill everyone. Since this is a choice-based game, it kinda left my head scratching on why the game didn't give me an option to not give the axe to Kenny. I guess the writers at Telltale were too lazy to write choices with actual consequences that could stray very far away from the main story, so they have Lee give Kenny an axe in a cutscene. The Wilhelm scream.
You son of a bitch!
No!
just in case you need more evidence to know that Larry is an asshole. Hey, there's the entire group, and now I'm just realizing that Lee was the only black person in this entire group. I feel uncomfortably black right now.
I think I need to go. I got friends there. And I just can't stay here knowing that they could be trapped in that city.
I think you're making the wrong call.
Maybe. But I'd rather make the wrong call and know than make the right call and not.
As I said earlier, this game is set in the comic book universe of The Walking Dead, and due to continuity error, the writers at Telltale had to find a way to write Glenn out of the game, and this is the best they can come up with. So there he is, off to go save Rick's sorry ass, I guess. So much for creative freedom.
I asked you a question, boy.
Racism. Skip.
Who raided your camp?
I don't know, guys with guns!
Episode 1 took place the very day the apocalypse started, and episode 2 takes place a few months after that. I find it hard to believe that a few high school kids made it this far into the zombie apocalypse.
Ben, shut up! My dad was special forces, I know what I'm doing!
Said parent is inserted here, therefore I know what I'm doing argument.
Lee, this trap's been altered. There's no release latch.
Who the hell makes a bear trap without a release latch? How did you not see nor hear the walker right behind you? It's not like they could've just snuck up on you.
Come over here and see what I drew. Just come on, okay?
I congratulate Clementine for being the only intelligent person in this situation.
There's today's food rations.
Why not just make Kenny do it? He was the only one disagreeing with you. That is not how you use an axe. Putting your fingers that close to a walker's mouth isn't really the best idea. I doubt a gunshot from a pistol will cause that big of an opening on the back of this guy's head.
It's not the bite that does it. You come back no matter how you die. If you don't destroy the brain, that's just what happens. It's gonna happen to all of us.
It's sad that a pivotal plot detail is delivered by a character that everyone will end up hating later in the game.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Jesus.
What a waste of shotgun shells.
I thought I saw y'all with company coming down the drive.
This woman's accent. This must be one really large fence if it's that far away from the dairy. What a coincidence that the bandits chose now to attack the dairy.
Shit, it's one of the dead we pushed down earlier.
No, it isn't. I remember the exact walker model that you two pushed down.
Another one? How many of those things did we push down?
And this one isn't neither. Despite Mark and Lee leaving the fence doors open, the bandits stopped attacking the dairy after that.
I heard Mark yelling. I thought y'all were giving me the all clear.
Yeah, but Mark only yelled from getting hit by an arrow after you turned the fence on.
Do you think things will ever get back to how they were?
Clem, you are a few months into the apocalypse. I think it's safe to say that things will never get back to normal.
They're all from save lots.
The first few days, they told folks to gather to the save lots by the interstate.
So is Save Lots supposed to be a ripoff of Big Lots? I bet half of y'all never even heard of that store before.
The hell?
Don't fucking move.
Just like that, Jolene appears out of nowhere.
I'm gonna take this here crossbow and put a nice sharp arrow right through your eyeball and into your goddamn brain.
You do realize you're outnumbered, right?
You're not men. You're monsters. All men are monsters.
You're starting to sound like a feminist. If this is what the 2020s are gonna be like, then God, please take me now.
You straight up murdered that woman.
Hardly. She had a crossbow pointed at my forehead.
No, she wasn't. She was aiming that crossbow at Lee.
Then screw it up for everybody then, why don't you?
Until the camera panned over, that conversation was completely silent.
Daddy said it's called a salt lick.
Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
Clementine's cuteness removes 10 sins from this game.
It smells funny in here.
Like shit, right, Lee?
Not gonna lie, that got a good chuckle out of me. -1 sin.
Dad! Dad! Come on! Let's eat!
What did they even chop Mark's legs off with?
It's true.
The Hick family in the countryside that turns out to be cannibals cliche.
You're all sick. Sick in the head.
Lee, that's not a very nice thing to imply.
You just chopped someone's legs off and tried to feed it to other people! How is Mark still alive? You think he would have bled out by now.
I'm scared.
Don't be. It's gonna be okay.
Duh, it's gonna be okay when it's really not cliche.
Look, Kenny, back at the drugstore when we all thought Duck was bitten, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we should do the same now.
That was different. Duck wasn't bitten.
And neither was Larry. More button mashing.
In other words, my father's more useful to you dead than alive.
Well, I mean, rappers are. To their record labels, at least.
What do you want? My blessing to loot his corpse?
Yes.
You ain't gonna kill me.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, fuck you, game. How was I supposed to know? How did Mark get back up to the top of the stairs?
Don't shut up!
Despite having no medical care, Kenny will still survive that gunshot.
They're both dead. What did you do? What the fuck did you do?
What part of they're both dead do you not understand?
There's gonna be fallout.
And Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout Shelter, Fallout Forever and Ever till the end of time.
Lee, did you have to kill those men?
They chopped off a man's leg and tried to feed it to you, Clem.
What if it's not? What if it's not abandoned? What if it is someone's?
By taking these people's food, you are pretty much just doing what anybody else would do in this situation. That doesn't make y'all monsters.
Lee, you're gonna want to see this.
From what it seems, this woman lost her daughter during the apocalypse, gone crazy, got into some trouble with the bandits, and for some reason thought Clem was her daughter and then stole her hat for no reason. Skip! Lee doesn't get a concussion from that. This choice does not matter all that much. This woman will still die no matter what you choose.
Looks like we got the kid on watch again. Might as well leave a sign out that says the men are gone. Come and rape our women and children.
Dialogue from the year 2012.
At it again, are we?
Carly is just as sick of this as I am.
It's hell on earth, and it's coming this way.
It's not going to be easier out on the road!
Outside of frustration, there was nothing that Kenny said that would make Lily raise her voice like that.
You can't help. And if you tell anybody, it will be trouble.
Secrecy.
Did you hear what I just said?
I won't tell a soul.
The part about not helping? You can't help.
I will live in the shadows.
The game will force you to bond with characters you probably don't even care about.
There's something drawn there.
No shit, Lee.
Those bandits gave us hell. They've been quiet for days now.
Gee, I sure hope the bandits don't show up again this episode.
You don't fucking steal from us!
The bandits knows off-screen stealth.
You got it. Done. Is that so? Well, I suppose we ought to hash out some terms then.
This actually works. Carly is supposed to be a crack shot, yet she shoots like an amateur. Oh, so it's the whistle that draws the bandits and not the 3 previous gunshots.
Was it both of you?
What?
I've seen you two together. Was it both of you?
All of a sudden, I'm getting LA Noire flashbacks. Kenny had the headlights on, yet he somehow didn't spot the walker in the middle of the freaking road.
We don't need all these votes!
You're the one that suggested the voting in the first place!
Look, maybe we should vote or something like that. I'll get more food, more medicine, anything, just—
You think any of that is good now?
Lily will be good at video game sims.
Now, what the fuck's the problem?
Wow, glad to know that I gave up Doug's life to save Carly's only for her to die now.
You're a murderer, Lily. We can't have you with us.
Says the guy that literally smashed Larry's head in with assault like the previous episode.
He didn't tell you? He killed someone before all of this. He was a convicted murderer.
And how does Lily know that?
Fucking hell. Were you ever gonna get around to telling me that? You got a little girl with you. To hell with it. Get in, Lee.
Wait, what? You're kicking Lily out the group for killing someone, yet you're gonna let Lee stay despite him doing the same thing before the apocalypse started?
You okay?
Katja needs you for something.
No shit, Clementine. Zombie Clem. It was all a dream, cliche.
What? You think there might be something dangerous inside an abandoned locomotive?
Yes, Lee.
I'll take this to Katja for Doug.
You do not know how long that water's been sitting there, or even what's in it.
Whoa, is this what it looks like?
No, Kenny. It's a portal to Disneyland. And that's as glorious as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game that came out in 2012. Max Payne 3 came out the same year, and that was gore galore.
Already met everyone outside.
I just came back from outside, so how did you manage to meet my whole crew within the span of like 10 seconds?
He gave us candy.
Actually taking candy from strangers. Also, I don't know why I'm just now realizing this, but Ben kinda looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo or Jeffrey Dahmer without the glasses.
Doug's sick.
Get on the train, Clementine.
Kenny, you are just delaying the inevitable. The duck apocalypse.
Ken!
What the hell's that?
Your son's blood.
Get out of here, Lee.
You know he's dying.
Nobody knows shit. He'll be fine.
This is why people hate Kenny so much. He would do anything to delay the inevitable when it comes to his own kid, but if it was anyone else, he'd be the first one to suggest murder. Probably even be the one to commit it.
There ain't no way this world lets my son live when I help put someone else's in the ground.
That's not the way it works. You know that. Stop the train, man.
This actually works. Kat's suicide makes zero sense. Outside of a line where she says that she loves her son more than life itself, there was never any signs of her having an emotional crisis.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Mind if I get by you for a second, Kenny?
Can you just leave me alone?
Kenny, Lee isn't even trying to bother you. He just wants the map. Chuck has been living in his boxcar for 14 years. That alcohol is no good.
It was me. I was the one giving the bandits supplies. It's all my fault.
Game gives me no option to literally throw Ben off the train.
Maybe we could walk? That's fucking stupid, Ben.
Kenny would be great at video game sins.
Yo! You keep screaming like that and you're gonna get your face chewed off.
And just like that, Krista and Omid are now lazily written into the story. I mean, there are dumber ways to introduce characters, but not too many.
Oh shit! God damn, you guys have a kid! Do you know how long it's been since I've seen a kid? Shit!
Whoa there, Omid. You're starting to sound a little pedo-ish right now.
Behind you!
The teleporting dead.
Have it your way.
I will! You son of a—
Scumbag Lee's a scumbag. Horse shit. You're telling me you didn't spot that walker clearly trying to grab you? A bit late to be telling me this, don't you think, Gam?
No, man! Help her!
And this is why everybody hates Ben. The game tells me to press A to shoot, even though a moment ago it just told me to press the right trigger to shoot. Also, point-and-click adventure game turns into a first-person shooter.
Whoever it was, seems like they're following us. And I don't like being followed.
All the more reason to get on a damn boat where we can't be followed.
There is still a possibility that someone else could have a working boat and follow you from there.
I don't know if I can do it, Lee. Not again.
Bruh, didn't we already go through this in the previous chapter?
Wait, can't I come? My mom and dad can't be far now. Maybe we can look for them on the way to the river.
The game gives me no option to say yes to make the story more engaging.
Whatever, man. I find whoever's doing that, I'll ring their motherfucking bell for them.
Since when did Molly gain the ability to teleport?
Lee?
How did Clem sneak out of the house without Krista nor Ben noticing? Those two must really be bad at babysitting if a 9-year-old can sneak out that easily. More teleporting dead. And wait for Kenny to intentionally drop Lee because he's an asshole, and there it is.
It's alright. It's okay.
Vernon, what the hell are you doing?
I'm siding with Bree right now. How are you just gonna let a random stranger take your gun?
He didn't tell you about me? I'm the one who saved his ass back at the river.
You're also the same person that would have left Lee and Kenny behind had they not had Clem with them. It took you guys until right now to check the shed to see if there was anything useful in it.
We come up right underneath them, take them by surprise.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You ready?
Ready.
Hey, whoa, hold on a minute. You're not taking her with us.
How is it that Vernon is the only one that questions why Clem is coming with them to Crawford?
What the fuck is a walker doing inside here?
Even better question, why was a walker walking around like it was a security guard?
I got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this cliche.
What about me? What can I do?
I need you to stay here with Ben and watch over our command center. I'm putting you in charge of it, okay?
I let Clementine come with me to Crawford because I wanted to see more Lee and Clementine moments, only to find out that the game completely sidelines the fuck out of Clementine and makes her sit at a desk for the entire section until the plot needs her again. Lame.
The alleyway to the auto shop's down here. You coming or not?
Just like that, Molly disappears within a matter of seconds.
Not a problem. Look what I found.
How the hell were you able to fit that in your bag?
Think I can borrow that hook thing of yours?
I don't know. Hilda and I have been through a lot together.
Hilda?
That's what I call her. Don't judge.
Well, that's too damn bad. I am gonna judge. Molly named the climax Hilda.
Whoa, whoa!
The alarm that set off to attract the zombies cliche.
See you back in class.
Molly!
Bye, Molly. See you when the plot needs you again.
It's my fault Duck and Katja got killed. If I hadn't screwed up back at the motor inn, they'd still be alive.
And so would Carly, you asshole. The thing that caused Lily to shoot Carly was because she thought she was working with the bandits, and you were working with the bandits, thus leading to that outcome. Here the game is telling me to press A to shoot, but it's also telling me to press the right trigger to shoot.
I found 2 more tapes. One of them is dated October 10th.
Wow, Lee, how are you able to talk without moving your lips? Molly rides more dicks than Angela White.
Well, shit.
Lee is showcasing everyone's reaction to David Cage making a Star Wars game. Hi Molly, glad to see the plot needs you again. Has nobody ever told Molly that she needs a damn brain to kill Walker? The woman almost gets herself killed. In fact, she can get killed right here if you accidentally shoot her and if you didn't bring Clem with you to Crawford.
Nice group you got here.
Molly's sarcasm was on point. -1 sin.
Ben's nice. He's my friend.
And he's also the same person that left you to get eaten by walkers earlier this episode. Why is Clementine defending him again? The game will now force you into a first-person combat segment where Lee will slowly back up the stairs while shooting zombies rather than running up them. Bye, Ben.
What are you talking about? Kenny's working on the boat right now. Thought you were coming with us. God knows you earned it.
Yeah, I've been thinking it over. It's not for me.
Translation. Since you ended up saving me in your playthrough, the writing team at Telltale Games was either too lazy to write different paths that could stray very far away from the main story, or the writing team had just written themselves into a corner and this is their lame way of writing themselves out of it.
Sure, we'll look before we leave.
Really? You'll take me to Crawford so we can look?
Damn. Apparently a kick to the head is enough to kill a walker.
No.
Not gonna lie, this had me both shocked and heartbroken at the same time. -10 sins. Telltale, just stop lying to us. It's starting to get old at this point. This game couldn't go one chapter without any teleporting dead. This choice does not matter.
Screw that. I look like I need any preferential treatment?
Yes.
Why the hell are we letting the one-armed guy do all the high-risk maneuvers?
That's a great question, Kenny. Not gonna lie, that was kinda badass. -1 sin.
Well, I know you two are just gonna look out for number 1. And number 2. You know, yourselves.
What a hypocrite. Kenny speaks as if he hasn't been doing the same thing all game. Why does the cleaver already have blood on it? Pop bottle.
Don't ask me how I'm doing. Let's just keep going. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Let's just keep going. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Let's just keep going. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Let's just keep going.
Randy Tudor. Good man. Damn fine man. Powerful stash. One of the greats.
Keep going, you bunch of lollygaggers.
How miraculously convenient. More button mashing.
Me and my fucking mouth.
Well, I guess this is one way to redeem a character that has been an asshole throughout the entire game. -5 sins. My oh my, look at all those reused walker designs. This guy, who's apparently the antagonist of the entire game, somehow knows off-screen stealth.
Everything was just out there for the taking. We were starving.
For the taking? Do you know what you took from me?
Lee and his group were just doing what anybody else would have done in that situation. That doesn't make them monsters.
I didn't take her from you.
Yes, you did. That is literally what you had just done. You even had to lock her inside the room so she wouldn't escape. This is just kidnapping at this point.
I did what I had to.
You abandoned a defenseless, grieving woman.
Yeah, but she's also the same person that shot and killed someone within our group. But never mind that.
And I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
Well, don't say it like that.
I'm glad to.
So you mean to tell me Clementine could have just done that the whole time? More button mashing.
Just go away! Die!
Clementine ex machina. How did Clem manage to get Lee into this jewelry store? If she dragged him, then I got a couple of questions to ask. 1, where did Clem get the strength to do that? 2, how the hell was she able to drag Lee through all those walkers without getting eaten? If you somehow managed to not cry nor shed a tear during this scene, then congratulations, you goddamn sociopath. Sequel beating.